Hi. My name is Elena Carter. People say family is supposed to protect you. To love you. To be your safe place. Mine? They almost destroyed me. I didn't grow up in a haunted house. There were no ghosts hiding in the shadows. Only a perfectly dressed woman. With expensive perfume and poison in her smile. Calling herself my mother. While treating me like a mistake that wouldn't go away. Every morning felt like walking on broken glass. Every breath felt borrowed. And the day she shattered my phone. And my father chose her lies over my truth. That was the night I packed my life into one bag. Heart shaking, hands trembling. But spirit refusing to die. I whispered to myself. If home won't love me, the world will remember me. This isn't a story about running away. This is about rising. From nothing. To becoming America's #1 self-made woman. I wasn't always this strong. I used to be a scared girl. Tiptoeing in her own home. Breathing carefully like oxygen was permission, not a right. My stepmom, Vivian. Elegant hair, perfect lipstick, a voice sweet enough to fool the world. But me? I saw the monster behind the pearls. She didn't need to scream every day. Sometimes all she had to do was look at me like I was dirt on her perfect floor. Like my existence ruined her picture-perfect family. And then there was Aubrey, her princess. Pink dresses, glitter shoes, hair ribbons. A mother who clapped every time she blinked. While looking at me like I was a shadow that shouldn't exist. Me? I was the mistake my father brought from his past. A guest in a house that was supposed to be mine. Every morning her voice echoed through the kitchen. Elena. Look at this mess. Why can't you behave like Aubrey? I stood silent. Shaking hands, tight chest, holding tears like they were sins. Crying meant I was dramatic. Speaking meant I was disrespectful. Silence meant I was ungrateful. There was no right move for me. Only survival. Just learning how to breathe in a place that never felt like home. My dad tried, or at least he thought he did. A gentle head pat here. A quick, distracted. How was school, there? But love isn't real when it's blind. And his eyes were always closed when I needed them open the most. Vivian's world had 2 children. Aubrey, the golden child. And me, the reminder of a life she didn't choose. Breakfast said it all. Aubrey's plate always looked like a commercial. Pancakes stacked tall, berries shining like jewels. Orange juice poured like sunshine. Mine? Cold toast. A plate that felt more like punishment than breakfast. It was never about food. It was a message carved into my bones. You are less. And you always will be. And I believed it. For years, I carried those words like chains. Like a truth stamped into my skin. Dad walked in. And for a second, a tiny spark lit inside me. I thought, finally. Someone will see me. Someone will hear me. Someone will protect me. I held the broken phone in my shaking hands. My voice trembling like a scared child trying to be brave. Dad, she broke it. She hurt me again. Vivian gasped, dramatic, rehearsed, elegant in her cruelty. Holding her pearls like she saw a crime unfold. Honey, she's lying. She dropped the phone. She's always trying to make me look bad. Aubrey nodded beside her. Silent. Obedient. Almost proud to play the perfect daughter. And my father. My hero. My only hope. Looked at me like I was a stranger. He didn't yell. He didn't ask. He simply chose her story. Over my truth. That was the day I didn't just lose a phone. I lost a father. I lost a home. I lost whatever was left of being a child. That night. I packed one backpack. A t-shirt. A jeans. My notebook. And a dream nobody believed in. I left a note. I'm not leaving home. Home left me first. At 3 a.m. I walked out quietly. Did I know where I was going? No. Did I know how I would survive? No. But every step away from that house felt like oxygen filling lungs that had never breathed before. Sometimes freedom doesn't start with strength. It starts with shaking legs, a racing heartbeat, and faith so fragile it could break with a whisper. But I still walked. Not because I knew the way, but because I finally knew what staying there would cost me. Staying was slow death. Leaving was painful life. So I chose pain. Because pain can grow wings. And cages never do. City, Chicago. Money, $42. Heart, fractured. Spirit, flickering, but alive. I slept on a cold bench. Stars above me. Fear inside me. Hope somewhere deep, quiet, but real. The city felt too big. And I felt too small. But small seeds still grow into forests, if they survive the storm. A homeless woman next to me whispered. Baby girl, pain makes warriors. Don't let it turn you to stone. Let it turn you into fire. That night, I promised myself. I won't just survive. I will rise. So I worked. I cleaned tables. I babysat. I folded clothes at thrift stores. I packed groceries. I took night shifts. I cried in silence. But I never quit. Every insult she threw at me became fuel. Every tear became armor. I started selling handmade phone cases online. Funny, isn't it? A phone she broke became the first brick in the empire I was building. Life wasn't suddenly beautiful. It was hard. Ugly. Lonely. But I had something my stepmother never had. Hunger. Not for money. But for worth. For respect. For my place in the world. I learned business on YouTube. Marketing through free blogs. Packaging orders at 2 a.m. in a tiny rented room. I'd fall asleep hugging shipping boxes. Because they felt more like family than people ever did. And slowly. One order came. Then 5. Then 50. Then 1,000. My phone case brand turned into a tech accessories line. Then a female founder tech startup. I wasn't surviving anymore. I was building. And every time someone said, "You're inspiring," a quiet voice inside whispered, "You were wrong, Vivian." I was never nothing. I wasn't proving her wrong anymore. I was proving myself right. I wasn't just earning money. I was earning myself back. New office. Employees. Investors calling me a visionary. Banks shaking my hand. Young girls writing to me. You gave me hope. People who never knew my past called me lucky. Funny how luck looks a lot like crying in secret and not quitting. I bought a car. Then a penthouse. Opened my headquarters in New York. And one morning, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. My assistant screamed. Elena. Forbes. You're on Forbes. I froze. Hands shaking. Heart racing. Elena Carter, America's self-made businesswoman under 30. My face on the cover. My name shining like a promise kept. That girl who once slept on a bench. She made it. I cried, not because I won, but because I finally belonged to myself. And the world? It didn't just remember me. It bowed. A week later, my doorman called. Ms. Carter, your parents are here. Parents? I don't have parents. I have history. I walked out. And there they were. Vivian, perfectly dressed, fake tears polished like jewelry. My father, older, smaller, eyes full of regret and fear. Funny how guilt ages people faster than time. They looked tiny in front of my skyscraper entrance. Maybe success doesn't make you tall. It just reveals who always stood small. Dad stepped forward, voice trembling. Elena, we saw you in Forbes. We are so proud of you. Proud? Of what? The scar you planted? The strength I built from every wound you ignored? Vivian blinked dramatically, like sorrow was something she rehearsed. Sweetheart, we always knew you'd become someone. I laughed. Soft. Sharp. A sound I earned. Really? Because the last memory I have, you said I was nothing. Her lips twitched. Truth doesn't need permission to cut. Dad whispered. We just want a relationship again. Where was that word, relationship? When I was drowning in your silence? When I begged you to see me? And you chose convenience over your child? I didn't shout. Power never begs to be heard. You don't get to request a seat at a table you never helped build. Vivian tried again. We're family. No, I said softly. Family lifts you. Family protects you. Family doesn't break your phone. Family doesn't break you. Silence. Heavy. Deserved. I didn't slam the door. I didn't cry. I just turned around. Because sometimes the loudest revenge is living a life they can't enter anymore. And walking away felt like coming home. To myself. People say revenge is sweet. But this? This isn't revenge. This is healing. This is becoming. This is choosing peace over pain when chaos was all you knew. I didn't succeed to prove him wrong. I succeeded to prove myself right. To the girl who once cried alone in a dark room. Who ate silence and sadness for breakfast. Who walked out with nothing but fear and hope. You made it. And to anyone watching this right now. If nobody believes in you. If the people you love hurt you. If you feel invisible in your own home. Walk anyway. Build anyway. Rise anyway. Because one day, you'll look in the mirror and whisper the words I say now, with pride and peace in my chest. I didn't need a perfect family. I just needed a fearless me. My name is Elena Carter. I survived cruelty. I built an empire. I turned pain into gold. And loneliness into purpose. This isn't the story of a girl broken by her stepmother. This is the story of a woman reborn. By fire, grit, and her own courage. And trust me. Your turn is coming too.